Leo? I'm here to do your mid-month reading. You see, I'm grabbing the cards. There has not been one time I've done a reading for you Leos where the Strength card has not popped up. The Leo card, Strength. Now I'm going to show you that I'm going to shuffle these cards. That damn card is going to pop up. Because you Leos need to understand how strong you are. Now there's this double-edged sword when it comes to us fire signs, okay? We are so damn loving and we can cut so damn deep. That's the thing about us fire signs. All right? Take that how it resonates. Now, I hope you guys are doing fine. I really, really do. I feel like you guys are making a decision between like, am I going to go back to this person who I know is not worth my time? What'd I tell y'all? Huh? What did I say? Am I going to go back to this person, or am I going to be strong enough to know that I'm worthy and I'm worth more than what this person was offering? Okay? In love relationships, you have got to know that you are worth more. Here go the Strength card again. I just keep, you know what I'm saying? I separate the cards every time when I shuffle. Second time. This is the card next to it. You strong people, you strong Leo, have a decision to make, all right? Between the 8th and the 15th. Maybe some of you already met somebody new. And then this old person is trying to come into your life again. This old stagnant individual is trying to come into your life again. And now it's time for you to really be strong and really make up your mind and use your intuition with regards to if you're going to let the relationship die, fall on the floor, and let that person go on about their business. And if you're going to allow yourself a new beginning, all right? All right, babies, let's talk. Let's see what Spirit has for you, okay? Understand you're hearing my voice, but I'm not the one talking, all right? The Empress, nice. The 6 of Pentacles, nice. The 10 of Wands, even though that represents burden, nice. 10s represent completions. Then the 10 of Pentacles. For those of you who watch tarot know exactly what the hell that means, and it came right up under the Empress. The Empress is a creator. She's a birth giver. You're giving birth to the 10 of Pentacles. You're giving birth to the best that you can get. You're giving birth to what God has in store for you. You're giving birth to what you're going in the direction of what the divine wants for you. Most of you, whoever I'm talking to, I'm telling you. And then the Ace of Pentacles. Leo, come on, man. How many of you are not feeling this way? Whoever is not feeling this way, book your private reading so I can help you get to this place. That's my job. That's what I do. Book your private readings, okay? If you want to book a private reading, just send me an email to tarotreadingsfrombeyond@gmail.com. Now let's talk about your story to whomever this resonates with, okay? Right now, you are starting to really understand all 4 elements of life, okay? You're starting to understand the north, south, east, and west of how this goes in life. You're starting to understand how your actions produce things. You're starting to understand what love really means. You're starting to understand how clarity of thought will open doors for you. And you're starting to understand how your currency works and how important it is to look at currency in a certain way. Currency does not make you. Currency is just an avenue to get you from point A to point B. That's all it is. And if you look at it any further than that, now you in the danger zone of looking at currency in a way to where like currency is like the end all be all. Do not do that, because money comes and goes. It comes and goes as it should. You understand what I'm saying? You use it for what you want to use it for. And then after that, you get what it is that you paid for. And then after that, that's it. Currency only gets you from one place to another. That's it. And so when God feels as though you really understand the concept of currency, that's when all these blessings start to come flowing. And I see now that a lot of you understand how currency works, which is why you pulled the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is God giving you this big old pentacle, straight from heaven, divinely given to you, saying, here you go. Here's your money. Here's your money. And it looks like your money ain't no little chump change. All right? Your money's starting to pick up, Leo. Whoever I'm talking to. And the burden of not having enough money and the burden of all the action that you put in and it never really came to fruition. Now's the time. It's coming between the 8th and the 15th. And this card represents a merchant giving to people who need. You're going to be put in a position to where not only do you have more than enough for yourself, you have enough to give to those who need it. Now, that does not mean to let people take advantage of you. And because you coming up, people realize that you coming up. And then, it's like they trying to take advantage of you. Don't do that, right? But make sure that you give to the right people. Make sure that you give to the people who really need it. And don't expect anything back in return when you give to people, okay? Don't do that. Because if somebody were to give you something when you were in a time of need, the last thing you need is for somebody to be on the phone with you constantly talking about, when am I going to get my $50 back? This and that. When you give to somebody, give it to them. And that's it. If they choose to give it back to you, that's just a cherry on top. When you give to people, give it to them. That's it. Because you know that God got a whole lot more where that came from. You're the boss lady, baby. Or the boss man, whoever's watching this. The Queen of Pentacles is the boss lady and the boss man. And when you pull this on top of the Empress, this tells me you done doubled up on your bosstivity. Okay? You done bossed up on your bosstivity. You have stepped into your divine power, your divine femininity, whether you be a man or a woman, and you understand compassion at its highest capacity. I'm telling you now. And you working on something. Let's see what you're working on. You working on what to do. Where to go from here. All right. Well, Spirit is telling you, stop holding on so tight to what it is that you have. Because when you hold on too tight to what it is that you have, you're not making room for other things that could come into your life. So go with the flow. Don't swim against the current. Go with the current. Because the current is telling you which direction to go in. And that came right on top of the Ten of Pentacles. So some of you are holding on too tight to what you have because you feel like if you let it go, you won't have nothing. It's the exact opposite. It's the exact opposite. Know that your money is coming in like Schwinn. Okay? That's something that a lot of you Leo need to understand right now. Stop holding on so tight to the things that you feel like you're going to lose. If it's meant for you to lose it, you're going to lose it anyway because the universe is going to step in and make sure that whatever it is that you're meant to lose gets out of there. Okay? But you got to get out of your own way and make sure that you go ahead and let go. You know what I'm saying? Stop being so holding on so tight to it. This is mine because people been trying to take things away from me forever. Spirit ain't letting that happen no more. You got to understand that. You got to understand that. Spirit is not letting that happen anymore. You're about to live the dream. You're about to live the dream. Whether you ended a relationship or not, you're going to find somebody new. And guess what? Your kids will be calling somebody else mama. And your kids will be calling somebody else daddy. Believe that. And that mama or that daddy that's coming into your life, I promise you, they're going to step up to the plate because they love you. You're getting away from lies. You're getting away from disloyal people. People who want to come out of their element knowing damn well that they belong in that water. See that crab trying to come out the water? That crab belongs in the water. Why the hell are they trying to take a path to the top of the mountain? They think that to get to the top of the mountain, that crab is going to dry up long before that crab gets to the top of the mountain. And the loyalty is those dogs and those wolves howling to the moon, and the moon is sitting there watching this water sign. I'm pretty sure whoever I'm talking to has some water in their chart. Okay? They have some water in their chart. Don't get out of your element. Stay in your element. Stay in your element. If your element is water right now, and if that's the element that's saving your ass from you wanting to light some shit on fire because somebody betrayed you or did something to you or whatever, leave that shit in the past. It's over. Don't worry about that. That's gone. Stay in that water. Water represents love. No crops can grow without it. Baby, I'm telling you, stay in your element. Stay away from conflict. Stay away from conflict. For those of you who feel like you want to give a person a piece of your mind, stay away from that, okay? Nothing you say is going to raise this person's IQ. They have a spiritual journey of their own they have to go on. Release yourself from people who don't even know what a spiritual journey is. You are far past and far surpassing their level with regards to your spirituality, and there's no point in you trying to fight to get them to understand what it is that needs to be understood. They have to do that on their own. So put yourself in a voluntary, uncomfortable position until you get to that eureka moment. You see all that light around his head as he's hanging upside down? This is the hangman. This represents sacrifice. Sacrifice your feelings, sacrifice your actions in this particular situation. For those of you who feel that you've been betrayed or done wrong or whatever, make sure you sacrifice that and make sure you be still. Be still and listen to the voice of your ancestors, your spirit guides, your angels, the creator, of course. This card, judgment, means that something has to end in order for something to begin, and many of you already know what has to end. It could be some past relationships that did not serve you anymore, period. You knew the relationship wasn't good for you to begin with. You've been trying to probably get out of it forever, but you know what? It wasn't time yet because you had to go through whatever you had to go through for you to learn how to love yourself first. And now you're there. Now you know how to love yourself enough to say, I'm not going to put up with this and I'm not going to put up with that. And Spirit's like, thank you. We've been waiting for you to get to this place. Now we'll let you out of this casket that you felt that you were in for so long. And guess what comes when you go ahead and you release the old? Someone new comes into your life, a new spiritual union. Look at how you both looking at each other. Look at that. Look at that. And that symbol on top is very divine. I'm telling you, this is a divine connection coming to you. And guess what? You're going to make sure that that divine connection is enforced. Whoever tries to step in between you and that person, you're going to be an enforcer. You're going to be like, look, check this out, buddy. You had your chance. And you didn't do what you were supposed to do with your chance. So with that being said, I guess your chance is with them other little scallywags out there that you thought that were so great. And now that you have all the time in the world to get to know those scallywags, I don't know if you like what you see or not, but that's not neither here nor there because you're in my past. You're in my past, I'm in the present, and I'm focusing on the future. You be in the present, and you think about if you like what you went ahead and invested in. And then you figure out what you're going to do in your future. But we don't have a future together. I got a future with somebody else. And this somebody else is transparent to me. This person is see, this nakedness represents transparency. It represents somebody that's not lying to you, that all the chakra colors are here. Baby, this is a lover's connection to the utmost. I'm telling you right now, Leo. Don't get in your own way and stop yourself from being in a relationship with somebody like this. This person is going to bump you up. You're going to bump this person up. You guys are going to be good for each other. Why? Because you chose to go on your new journey. You chose to go on your merry way. You chose to say, okay, I was in a relationship with somebody who didn't appreciate me, didn't reciprocate my love. It was unrequited love. I sat here and waited and waited and waited for this person to grow up. This person doesn't know how to grow up, so I'm done. I'm going ahead and I'm moving forward. Thank God that I have the common sense to move forward. Thank God that God stepped in and allowed me to move forward. And you moving forward, and it looks to me like, given that I see this soulmate connection and I see this lover's connection, I see a karmic, divine, I see, how shall I put this? I see a soulmate union, and I see a twin flame union here, okay? And Spirit is letting you know you are a free-willed spirit. And it doesn't matter if this twin flame union was there, if the other person didn't cooperate to make the relationship work and went around and did all this stuff behind the corner while you were in your lane doing what you were supposed to be doing, God is going to go ahead and replace this twin flame relationship with the soulmate relationship that's going to be just as fulfilling, if not more. Now, this could mean third-party situations or a celebration. Let's see what it means. It means celebration, baby, because I'm telling you, you've been praying. You've been focusing on your spirit guides and angels. You've been focusing on your ascended masters. You have been doing your work with regards to making sure that your relationship with the divine is as it should be. You've been transparent with the divine too. You ain't been lying to the divine about thinking that the divine doesn't see you for who you are. You haven't been sitting and praying and acting like the divine doesn't know what you about. You've been sitting here praying for the right things. I'm telling you, Leo. Let it happen. Go with the flow. You are now at a place where you at the Queen of Wands status. You are able to control your emotions and you don't light that wand on fire like you used to. You know what I mean? You know now how to pick your battles. You know how now to go ahead and say, this is necessary, this is not necessary. And I damn sure know how alley cats operate. And I ain't got no interest in any alley cats. You're being balanced out right now. In addition to this, I'm going to tell you right now, you were being juggled in your last relationship. And you're like, I ain't about to be nobody's plan B. I don't know who the hell you thought I was, but I could show you better than I could tell you who I am. So therefore, a relationship has died. You've made you've made that decision. Dead. Deader than a gosh damn doornail. Because if I don't let this die, you know what I'm saying? This relationship won't live. Oh yes, this relationship is going to live because I'll let that old bullshit die. The King of Cups, oh, he ain't broke. The king has a kingdom that he lives in. He has everything and more to give you, baby. The King of Love, tell me you don't want that, Leo. Tell me you don't want that. This goes for males or females. Looks to me like some commitment is coming your way. That's what the Hierophant represents. Commitment, contracts. Somebody's going to be sad. You know, they're going to be crying over spilled milk. And if that's not you, you know who that is. And unfortunately, they're going to have to get through their journey just like you got through yours. You didn't already cried your tears. I have a feeling of that, Leo. So now you're looking out into the world saying, I got all these suitors, you know what I'm saying? And I need to make a decision with regards to who I'm going to choose to move forward with. No rush, babies. No rush. There's no rush. Just know that you are being given the opportunity to have fun for once in a lifetime. Have fun for once in a lifetime. Get to know these people. It takes a long time to get to know somebody, okay? But you damn sure walked away from something that didn't serve you, baby, in pursuit of happiness because you weren't happy where you were because those cups were empty as hell. And you were sitting around, you know, in a relationship with some empty-ass cups. You don't want no empty-ass cups. There's nothing to drink out of. So you walked away. And when you walked away immediately, that initiated your rebirth. The new you. The new you that showed you how to love yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, baby, ain't nobody gonna love you. If you don't love yourself, you're not gonna know how to love anybody else. This makes you happy. See, these trophies on top represent your accolades. Every time somebody try to beat you down and make you feel some type of way, you went ahead and picked yourself right back up every single freaking time. And what does it lead to? The Ten of Cups, which I do believe already pulled up in your spread. You have been given your rite of passage. Spirit is getting ready to start telling you a whole lot of secrets. a whole lot of things in this world and in the ethereal. And you're going to know how to apply them both. And guess what? This may be a new suitor, or this could be your ex straight pissed off at the fact that you are now growing and that you're now in a different space and that you've been reborn. They looking at you mad pissed off at the fact that they thought you needed them when it was the complete freaking opposite. Their mind games just didn't work no more. You know what I'm saying? They got old. And when you recognize that, guess what? You became much more appreciated and came out victorious. And this is not victorious on the earthly plane. This is God sitting here saying, job well done. Job well done for seeing the bullshit. Suitors galore. I'm telling you, this represents a Knight of Cups. An information, a knight who is on his pure white horse giving you offers of love. And I do feel as though this means several people. New, exciting, brand new beginnings for you, Leo. New, exciting, brand new beginnings. Yes, it was tough, baby, and that came right on top of the Ace of Cups. And what prompted all this? The betrayal that you realized that you were all engulfed in, that you had no idea about. It took that hurt in order for you to realize who you really are worth. You're not worth all that. You don't deserve this betrayal. And once you realize, hey, hold up. I don't deserve this. So because I don't deserve this, I might as well start going ahead and focusing on who I am and focusing on how I know I don't deserve this. And that's where you are right now. You're at a place right now where you're like, hold up, I know I don't deserve no betrayal. So therefore, I'm not going to deal with any betrayal from now on. Believe that. And on top of that, anytime I see anybody with some sabotagey ass behavior, I'm tiptoeing my ass around you and moving forward. Thank you. Here comes another suitor trying to rush right back on in. The same one who betrayed you. They're going to come in with some fire ass energy trying to get back at you. And I'm telling you right now, you better use your intuition with that, Leo. I don't make people's choices for them. Okay? But what I do is show you what's before you. Would you be doing yourself any justice by going back to somebody who totally lied to you in your face on a regular basis? I don't think so. That's not justice. Sometimes you have to give yourself the justice you deserve. And one of the things that's justified is you moving on. It's saying, you know what? I'm sorry. No, there's nothing honest about you, baby. And honesty is a really big policy for me that it's a deal breaker for me, basically. If you're not honest with me, that's a deal breaker. You are the Queen of Cups as well. Okay? You are love. A lot of people don't realize that fire signs are love. That's one of the things that pisses us off so much is when we give love to somebody and they turn around and spit in our face. That's what makes us want to light wands on fire. But I feel like through this journey, through this karmic cycle that everybody's dealing with, through this Venus retrograde and this Mercury retrograde coming up, Uranus coming into, the sign of I do believe it is Scorpio or Aries. I don't know which one it is. Don't mark me on that. But I'll tell you this. The stars are aligning just so that you can get what you deserve, what's justified for you to have. You've turned your back on things that no longer serve you, and you're going ahead and saying, I don't care if what before me looks like a desert. I'll go ahead and make sure that I have a big old pack of water on me. You understand? This is his pack of water. I'm going in with love. I know what I have, which is the strength to take this journey. I'm dropping these 2 wands that I put work into. They could go and fall away. And I got my hand on this one staff, this one wand. And that's going to be the thing that holds me up throughout this journey, this journey I'm taking on, but I'm turning my back toward anything that no longer serve me. I'm doing some introspection. along this journey too. I'm looking at myself and I'm saying, what is it that I want to throw away and what is it that I want to keep? And closing you out, my loves, it was heartache that got you to this place. So thank God for the heartache as much as it hurt. Now the person who is immature, that is sitting there recognizing your absence, is getting a little message of love. Be glad for them, okay? They're starting to grow up, but they're going to have to grow up without you because you are far too advanced to be sitting waiting around trying to babysit a child who does not understand the things that you do. And you ended the karmic cycle. And when you end a karmic cycle, you end it for your entire bloodline. So be proud of yourselves. Be glad for what you've done. Job well done. I'm telling you right now, this is the time that the tables are turning. It's finally time for those tables to turn. Be proud of yourself and move forward in peace and know that everything coming your way is going to be nothing but blessing upon blessing upon blessing upon blessing. Just like for a long time, everything just seemed like it was just falling and falling and falling and falling. Everything was just getting worse and worse and worse. Now everything's switched. Everything is getting ready to be blessing on top of blessing on top of blessing on top of blessing. Some people, unfortunately, started their new beginnings with a whole bunch of cleanup. You know what I mean? They got to clean up a whole lot of their actions. They got to clean up a whole lot of what they did, clean up a whole lot of what they did. And you don't want to have nothing to do with that. That's not your cleanup. That's their cleanup. Let them clean it up. You clean your kitchen, let them clean their kitchen. All right? So with that being said, Leo, be very proud, baby. Whomever this resonated with, I ask that you hit like and subscribe, leave your comments. I ask that you go ahead and share this to whomever you feel it applies to. And if you're interested in a private reading, go ahead and send me an email at tarotreadingsfrombeyond@gmail.com. All right, babies, that's what's up for November 8th through the 15th. With that being said, babies, namaste.